Hello, good morning everyone. This is Mistry sir. So, as you all know, that is we are studying about the emulsion dosage form, right? That is biophysical liquid dosage form, in which we have covered the most of topics, right? That is introduction, advantages, types of emulsion, then test for identification of type of emulsion, then classification of emulsion, right? Then formulation of emulsion. We are discussing the now we are discussing the formulation of our emulsion, right? Means whatever the uh, ingredient or additives we are needed to prepare a emulsion, right? Like emulsifying agents, then some preservatives, flavoring agent, right? These are the basic requirement for the preparation of our emulsion, so in which we are discussing the emulsifying agent, right? That is a classification of emulsifying agent. In classification, we have already studied the their various kind of emulsifying agent. That is natural emulsifying agent obtained from vegetable source, then natural emulsifying agent obtained from animal source. Vegetable source means emulsifying agent which are obtained from plant, right? Then animal sources like wool fat, egg yolk, then gelatin. These are the obtained from vegetable sources, right? And that vegetable or natural kind of emulsion need a preservative, suitable kind of preservative, because a natural kind of emulsifying agent has contained the carbohydrate kind of material, and that carbohydrate are very prone to bacterial growth, right? That's why we are uh, add to preservative, suitable kind of preservative for the preservation purpose, right? So after that we had discussed the semi synthetic polysaccharides, then synthetic polysaccharides, right? So just let's start with our another kind of classification, right? So let's see. We are covered it, right? That is synthetic emulsifying agent, semi-synthetic polysaccharide, that is methyl cellulose and sodium carboxymethyl cellulose. These are the derivative of cellulose, right? These two kind of cellulose we are generally used as a emulsifying agent. Then in the synthetic emulsifying agent means man-made, that is anionic, cationic, non-ionic, and right, in which we already discussed the anionic, that is the agent has a negative charge, and in which there is a alkali soaps, metallic soaps, and sulfated alcohol, then sulfonates are act as a anionic kind of emulsifying agent, right? So in which there is a various other kind of emulsifying agent also here. That is a for just like that is a sulfated alcohol, that is for example of sulfated alcohol, that is sodium lauryl sulfate, right? Sodium lauryl sulfate sodium lauryl sulfate, that is sulfonated alcohol kind of emulsifying agent. This is the sodium lauryl sulfate is most commonly or acceptable kind of emulsifying agent. You found it in our shampoo preparation, then toothpaste also. Our shampoo, then toothpaste, conditioner, are the kind of emulsion, right? And sodium lauryl sulfate are used as a emulsifying agent for that particular preparation, right? And anionic kind of so anionic kind of emulsifying agent are generally used to prepare the or produce OW kind of emulsifying agent, right? So let's go on the our next example from the synthetic emulsifying agent, that is cationic. That is a cationic. Cationic means the agent, actually cationic emulsifying agent possesses the positive charge, bear the positive charge on it, right? uh, I already said that we are already discussed the type of emulsion, that is OW and W type, and in which we if we are need to prepare OW type of emulsifying agent, that time we generally use monovalent soaps, right? Monovalent means that contain a one charge, either it is positive or negative, right? That is a cationic anionic kind of emulsifying agent, right? Monovalent, divalent. Divalent means the possess the or two charges, right? As like calcium two positive, right? So cationic emulsifying agent also used, right? Cationic kind of emulsifying also used. So let's see. Actually, quaternary ammonium compound are used as a cationic emulsifying agent. In our previous slide, we discussed the alkali soaps, metallic soaps, sulfated alcohol. The sulfonates are used as a anionic emulsifying agent. But in which the cationic emulsifying agent, that is a quaternary kind of quaternary ammonium compound. Quaternary ammonium compound. It means there is a one main uh, atom, that is ammonia. NH4 is ammonia. It contain a quaternary, means it bear the four kind of other element to it, right? That is a quaternary, four valent. As like our carbon has a four valency, right? Four kind of any other element are attached to it. So quaternary ammonium compound are act as a generally cationic emulsifying agent, and that cationic emulsifying agent possess the or bear the positive charge, right? Means quaternary ammonium compound, right? We are act as a, so for example, benzalkonium chloride, then benzthonium chloride, then cetrimide. These are the example of quaternary ammonium compound or cationic kind of emulsifying agent, that is benzyl benzalkonium chloride, then benzethonium chloride, then cetrimide. These are the cationic kind of emulsifying agent or falls under the quaternary ammonia compound, right? So these kind of emulsifying agent are used, right? Then this cationic kind of emulsifying agent bear a positive charge and mainly used in external preparation, right? Means there is some specification are given, that is whenever we are going to prepare external kind of preparation, right? External kind of emulsion, that time uh, they suggest that is use of cationic kind of emulsifying agent, right? Synthetic kind of emulsifying agent. So in which in synthetic kind of emulsifying agent, there is no need to add any preservatives for the preservation purpose, because this cationic these are the cationic or ionic or non-ionic or semi-synthetic emulsifying agent are man-made, are made up of with various kind of reaction by reaction or by combination of various kind of chemicals, right? So benzalkonium chloride, its name suggests that is it is a chemical not obtained from the nature, it is man-made. Then benzalkonium chloride, benzothenium chloride, cetrimide, these are the man-made chemicals, right? And it does not contain any kind of carbohydrates, proteins, means media of bacterial, and that's why it does not give any media for the growing of bacteria, right? And the preservation also of this kind of emulsifying agent are very good, right? So there is a no need to add any kind of preservative, right? So for example of some cationic kind of emulsion for marketed preparation, name of marketed preparation which are available, that is skin lotion and creams. Whatever we are use the skin lotions in our winter season also, you know that that is a marketed branded Nova, then Vaseline, Ponds. These are the various kind of skin lotions, right? And generally used in our winter season for preventing the dryness of our skin. That is the external kind of our preparation, right? As well as there is also cationic kind of emulsifying agent included in the cream also. Also various kind of creams or cosmetic products also contain the cationic kind of emulsifying agent, right? So I think you are familiar with this, right? So skin lotions and creams contain the most of time cationic kind of emulsifying agent, and that creams and lotions does not require the addition of any preservative, right? Because it's preserved up to their expiry date, and it does not contain any material which able to grow the bacteria, right? So this is the of about the our cationic kind of emulsifying agent, that is synthetic kind of emulsifying agent, right? So afterward our third example from this synthetic emulsifying agent, that is non-ionic, right? Non-ionic. So let's see the glyceryl esters and sorbitan fatty acid esters are commonly used as a non-ionic emulsifying agent. These are the some name of compound, right? Means name of category, that is glyceryl esters, then sorbitan fatty acid esters. Means these are the some compound of esters, right? And these are also used as a emulsifying agent, right? And it's these are called non-ionic kind of emulsifying agent, right? There is a various kind of non-ionic substance are available, but from them there is a some kind of selected compounds are taken as an emulsifying agent because it has a property to reduce the interfacial tension between two immiscible phase and make them miscible, right? So this kind of non-ionic esters or glyceryl esters, then sorbitan fatty acid esters are commonly used as a non-ionic emulsifying agent. For example, that is there is some example here: glyceryl monostearate. Glycerin monostearate, this is the example of glyceryl ester kind of non-ionic agent, right? Means the example of glyceryl esters is it is a glyceryl monostearate. You should remember this name, very important these are. Then are the example of the sorbitan fatty acid esters. Sorbitan fatty acid ester, it is a sorbitan fatty acid esters, right? So it is selfly act as a emulsifying agent, and the example of glyceryl ester, that is a glyceryl monostearate. So by this way these non-ionic emulsifying agent are generally adopted for the various kind of preparation of emulsion, right? Then these are widely used because it keeps stable the emulsion on wide range of pH. So as I said, that is it has this synthetic kind of emulsifying agent has a or possess a various kind of properties, right? Means it does not require the addition of preservative. Then they are keep keeps the emulsion stable up to its wide range of pH or up to its expiry. Means if we are use the synthetic kind of emulsifying agent and prepare emulsion, that time the stability of emulsions or quality of emulsion become good, and that kind of emulsion contain the semi-synthetic emulsifying agent are stable with a wide range of pH range. If our due to the our change in the season, right, due to change in temperature, humidity, there is a chances of changing, means increasing or decreasing the our pH, means fluctuation of pH are happened in the due to the change in the weather also, right? So there is, if there is a change in pH, that time also it keeps this emulsion stable, right? It has a property of our semi-synthetic synthetic kind of emulsifying agent, right? These are widely used and also the non-ionic emulsifying agent are widely used because it keeps stable the emulsion on wide range of pH. That's why it is very suitable kind or very acceptable kind of our emulsifying agent, right? So you should remember this, that is synthetic emulsifying agents: sodium carboxymethyl, that is semi-synthetic, right? That is from the synthetic emulsifying agent: anionic, cationic, right? Then non-ionic kind of emulsifying agent, glyceryl monostearate. You will take a personal experience whenever we will perform in our practical also. We will perform the or personally prepare the emulsion suspension in our whatever the we are studying in our syllabus theoretically, that are all we will perform in our practical also, right? so we remember it.